Welcome back to Queens on Queens. I am your host, Nate Clark, along with my co-host, Shanna B. You gonna say hey?
Good things. I'm so nervous. It's been so long. I don't even know how long it's been. It's been weird.
It's been like a month since we filmed.
Yeah, it has been because that's when I was out of commission.
You want to tell the people why?
Well, folks, I was out for about 3 weeks. I had gallbladder surgery, unexpectedly emergency surgery. I was having some, which I thought was heartburn, but definitely was more than heartburn that was happening. They had to go in and take my gallbladder out because I had gallstones. I'm 100% better now. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you, Jesus. I am ready to deep dive because we got so much diving we got to dig into. It's so much that we got to cover. I don't know how long it's gonna be.
Well, we only got an hour of film.
I know we got to fit a whole lot. I don't even know where we left off at, honestly.
I don't either, but I am glad that you are better. I'm glad that you're back to your happy, bubbly, healthy self. And I'm glad that you're back because I tried to do one episode without you and it was terrible. So I was like, I'm going to just wait for her to come back.
It won't. I know. I know it won't that bad because you are great at what you do. So I'm going to wait.
This whole time I've been saying anybody came to see you. Turns out they ain't come to see my ass either. So I guess
they ain't come to see you either.
They ain't come to see me either, girl. So we in this together.
We in it together. All right. Let's get it crack-a-lacking.
Let's get started.
Whew.
Where shall we begin?
I don't know. I know I just finished watching Married to Medicine. And before that, I watched Potomac. I don't know if you've been watching Potomac, but Lord Jesus.
I'm not caught up to.
I'm caught up on everything.
Let's do the hot tea session first.
Yes.
So, I'm sure this tea is a little warm now.
It might be.
Porsha Williams.
Yes.
Is officially coming back to Housewives of Atlanta.
She is.
She had a cute little announcement and she was on her, TikTok or Instagram. Mm-hmm. And she was like, Porsha Williams coming back? Who said that? Not Porsha Guobadia. And so then, I thought, oh, that's a cute, put a little respect on your married name.
Right. So now.
A couple days later, she filed for divorce. So I said, I guess Porsha Williams is coming.
Porsha Williams is coming. It's a lot behind the whole divorce thing we've seen. Apparently there are things about her husband. He can't get citizenship here. Is he having to go back? I
don't know.
Or he just can't get a citizenship?
I know he was denied citizenship because of fraud charges.
Something of that nature.
Yeah. Something like that going on. I don't know if he's getting deported. I have not heard that yet.
Okay. So yeah,
but it could just be that he has to continue staying on a visa or something like that. I'm not sure.
Okay. So when I see that, in a sense, for me, it wasn't anything negative of why they're getting divorced. I've been seeing a lot of people saying, she has to protect her finances and what she's accumulated, because if they're still together and these things are happening, it will come for her assets as well. So for me, I feel that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, because he is in a lawsuit right now.
Right. You don't want your he still loves her, and I know she still loves him. So we'll see what.
Do we know?
I don't know. Maybe it's.
Let me see. Even on her spinoff series, I never got that
vibe
impression that she was in love with that man. I never felt.
I didn't say in love. I said love that man. I didn't say in love. That's too many things.
I'm just saying. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying my two eyes don't see it.
Well, I didn't watch the spinoff but if you didn't see it, then that's your thing. She may love him, but in love with him, that may be a different story. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, I know we got more tea than that because we spewed some things, but I think that was the biggest thing we discussed.
And Marlo Hampton will not be returning to Atlanta.
And did we get a definite on Sonya? Because I heard both of them.
It's been reported that Sonya is not coming, but it has not been confirmed by a major source that she's not coming, like it has been with Marlo.
Okay, so for right now, we know she's not, Candy's not.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know who the castmates will be besides Porsha right now.
Officially,
right?
Is Porsha.
Yeah. Right.
But I feel like they doing it right. I feel like they really taking their time and trying to pick like the best cast to move forward with, because the last 2-3 years haven't been hitting like Atlanta usually hits. So I'm like, if y'all are taking your time and like really thinking through carefully on these casting decisions, I can continue to wait.
Right. I'm definitely not in a rush. It needs to be juicy, because that last season I watched, just coming back into the Housewife franchise, watching it with you, I was like, what? This is boo-boo. Like, I'm gonna love me some Nene to the day.
Me too.
I would love to have her back, but Nene's on the bigger and better things. She doesn't need that in her life. So I understand.
I just don't see any world in which Bravo will be willing to work with Nene again.
Right.
After the lawsuit she lost against them. Like, not even, like, I'm not even saying Nene was wrong. Like, I respected her for doing what she did.
Right.
But from a business standpoint, it would be
not a good thing
to rehire her.
Right.
From a business standpoint only.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
That's a liability.
Mm-hmm. A big liability. Huge. So, yeah. Although I would love her to be back, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So we shall see who they're going to have
somewhere else.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
You got any tea for me?
No, I don't really. Not really. No. That was the tea is what I know.
Yeah.
Thus far.
Oh, I did hear something about New Jersey.
Oh, give it to me.
So were you aware of Dina Manzo, how she was, her I think now husband was assaulted by the orders of her ex-husband?
Now that was a couple of months. How long ago was that? That was a couple of months back.
This was some years ago. But,
okay, so I did. I heard about that, and that's wild.
Okay, so let me start from the beginning, just for people who don't know.
Okay.
So Dina Manzo, one of the OGs of New Jersey, is sisters with Carolyn Manzo, another OG of New Jersey. She's Dina and Teresa are the best of friends. Dina and Caroline were married to a set of brothers. Mm-hmm. Caroline is still married to Albert, and then Dina used to be married to his brother Tommy. They got a divorce. Dina moved on to another man. I'm sorry, I do not remember that man's name, because this happened after she left the show.
Right.
Excuse me. Sorry, I ate before I got on.
Yeah, me too. Well, go ahead.
So, allegedly, Dina and her then fiance, now husband, were physically assaulted and robbed. And it turns out that her ex-husband, Tommy, was the one that basically put a hit on them, had ordered and orchestrated the whole thing. There were criminal charges against Tommy. Caroline wrote a letter to the court in favor of Tommy.
Her own sister.
Exactly.
That's why.
Now Dina and her husband live in California. They way on the opposite side of the country. And, the case was ongoing or whatever. Because of COVID, the case was, the trial was getting delayed and stuff like that. And I've heard recently that the indictment charges against Tommy had just been completely dismissed because it's been so long. So no justice has been served
at all, and that's crazy. And that's why her and her sister don't have a relationship anymore, because of.
I mean, they had a huge falling out before that happened.
Yeah, but now for sure, that's the same right there. That's your all sister. I understood that's your brother-in-law and that's your husband, but your sister, she been there before you had. But people's family dynamics are so different. So different.
It is, but I just can't imagine doing that to one of my sisters.
I
Like,
couldn't
I got a
imagine that
lot
to my
of them.
sister either. I
I
would
got
never.
one sister that I really don't fuck with, but if it came to like something like that happened to her, I'm not gonna write no letter supporting the man that had her beat up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I go to war.
Like, I don't care if we go 20 years without talking. I'm not gonna cross that line.
Right. Because
At
that's a
most, I'm
line
gonna
that should
stay out
never
of it.
be crossed. Right. Just stay out of it. Be like, listen, that's my sister. And it's hard for me to choose sides. My loyalty to my sister, my husband, who I married and vowed to. Like, I'm just going to bow out of it. I wouldn't even put myself in the middle of it. If it comes to that point, just bow out. Just let it go.
Now, I had heard that Dolores had also wrote a letter in favor of Tommy. But
what?
I don't know. I don't know that for sure. That's what someone had said, but I don't know if that actually got confirmed or not. So I put a question mark on that.
Question mark on that one. Big one, just big old one. Big one. But yeah. Yeah, now that I didn't hear about that. But the only thing that I heard from Jersey was Teresa's husband, now husband, and Bodito were being sued or had a lawsuit or something with a lady named, what's her name, Heather?
I don't remember.
I don't even know who she is.
It was Luisa's ex-girlfriend. So Louis has an ex that accused him of harassment and stalking and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
The case got thrown out because turns out, allegedly, the ex is crazy and she was throwing all that shit to him. Like, she just mad and bitter and trying to destroy him or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so now there's this lawsuit saying that he and Bodito were doing, I'm not even sure on the specifics of the lawsuit, but something about that whole investigation, how they was doing shit that they weren't supposed to be doing.
Supposed to be doing, right.
And I'm just like, in my mind, it's just another attempt to destroy Louis.
Of course.
All allegedly, of course.
Oh, allegedly. But yeah.
But Bodito put out a statement, basically, and of course I'm paraphrasing, basically saying that anybody can launch a lawsuit against anybody for anything. It doesn't mean there's anything valid behind it.
Right.
Until they have to go to court and
no
get dismissed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's the only tidbit I have. But I don't have anything on body particular from the Housewives.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's it.
Well, let's just start the slate clean, and from here on out, we'll keep our ears to the ground and do better next week.
Right, we'll see about next week. We'll have more, possibly, hopefully. But yeah. So who do you want to start with? Oh my God.
I guess you can start with Potomac.
Well, we can start on a good note. Let's start on a high note. I just want to say congratulations to Giselle's daughter who graduated and who is attending college down in Florida, which is a huge accomplishment, which that is a wonderful thing. Wonderful. You don't get too many that graduate and actually go off to college, or who do graduate and don't go off to college. So that's a good thing for her, which she looks like a very smart, bright young lady. So yes, congratulations on that part. But moving on.
How did you feel about Wendy and Candace making faces when Giselle was talking about Grace going to Florida?
Well, before we get into the face making part about Florida, I heard Candace, oh, congratulations. And she did say that before we get to the face making. Now, I watched them, and I think I watched that clip maybe twice to try to see the facial expressions they were making. I just seen a lot of them looking at each other or looking down. But I didn't see facial expressions. Or I might be blind.
Well, I was cooking while I was watching it, so I wasn't like watching it. But I will say this. Giselle has gone after Wendy's family and her marriage, She's
Mm-hmm.
gone after Candace's marriage and her family. Like, at this point, it's like you all day, every day.
For
So I really and Candace on those allegedly them making faces and smirking and rolling the eyes stuff. In my mind, it has absolutely nothing to do with Giselle's
you're
daughters.
right at
Because,
all.
they're not them type of women. They're not gonna be so petty as to like attack innocent children like that. It has everything to do with here is this woman who has gone out of her way to disparage our families. I'm not gonna give her the respect of listening and caring about her.
Right, because she
That's how
doesn't
I
give it
took
to
it.
us. Because I was gonna go back and find where Wendy was talking about having the christening or baptism for her children, and I wanted to see what kind of facial expressions were being made. If it goes seemingly both ways, everybody's part, honestly.
Yeah.
But I think for this, Robin was reaching. You reaching.
Mhm.
You were definitely reaching. For Ashley just seems to chime in. She knows stuff, but she really don't know nothing. She is pretty much the fire starter. That's how I feel.
She just came over that little girl. And I do mean little girl.
Because that's how she.
That's how she acts too. Yeah.
Mhm.
But
She
with
really
Robin, it's like another example of Robin being a hypocrite. Because how you gonna say that they was wrong for acting that way when the was talking about her daughter going to college? Bitch, you was wrong when you had that family get together last season and you
And didn't
invited
invite.
everybody but Wendy and her kids.
Right. And that's crazy.
So
Now, why was that? Why she didn't invite them?
because
can't
her and Wendy had just had an argument, and so she invited everybody but Wendy. And then when they brought up Wendy's kids being singled out, her and Candace are friends at that time, so she told Candace, asked Candace if she could go get Wendy's kids. And Wendy was like, no, like, if you don't want their mother there, I'm not going to see my kids
I'm not saying to bring them. Right. Like, no.
Right.
So, therefore, another instance where you had an issue with the parent and not the children. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish they kept going with that scene where they were on the beach getting ready. They were over there having a side conversation about Wendy and Candace. And then Wendy and Candace walked up to be like, all right, so what are y'all talking about? What's the conversation that y'all having? And it cut off. And I'm like, oh, wow.
That sneak peek gets released now. I just watched it this morning.
You did? Oh, where?
Well, I be on Twitter looking at stuff. So the videos.
Oh, yeah. You be on the Twitter.
I be all up on. I ain't gonna post shit on Twitter because every time I say something on Twitter, I get my ass ate up.
So you just read the stuff, right? We don't comment. We just read.
I don't comment. I don't post nothing. Because
you
every
just
single
read.
time I put my opinion out there, people shoot my ass up. So I'm like, I ain't got time for this shit.
But I want to know. Well, can you just give a tidbit of what they said?
Basically, they said what I said, which is they had nothing to do with Grace. They had everything to do with Giselle. And Karen kind of sided with them, which then pissed Giselle off. So I guess we're going to get a little Giselle versus Karen next week.
God. But let me tell you this. So the funny part is, when they were sitting at the dinner, and Karen was of course, her and Mia, and Karen was like, at least I bring the conversation up to you, with you, but you're still in the group talking about it. When she was talking about that she was sleeping with a rapper or something, which you are. That's the thing about it. Like, that's what you're doing. You can't. Everything that you have brought about Karen has been, you haven't had any facts behind it, but yours, baby, there's receipts. Karen got receipts for everybody, okay?
I know it.
And they know she's not lying. She telling the truth.
Karen don't just make up bullshit now.
You don't.
She might repeat a rumor. She might repeat something she heard, but she ain't going to just straight up lie and make something up.
Right. That's not what Karen. Sister Karen don't do that. She don't do
it. Especially when it comes to marriage.
Oh, no. Oh, no. And when they went to that strip club and they was talking about Karen's marriage and who she was seeing down in Florida, like stuff like that. Karen don't do stuff. She gonna come bring it directly to you. So here she go lying. Do you want me to bring up stuff I heard? I want to be like, yeah, come on, tell me what you got. I want to hear. Let me hear it, please. So yeah,
I was stuck on Mia lying and talking about how when she met Gordon, she had more money than him and shit.
and she said she had an inheritance. Everybody's like, what?
Like,
An inheritance? She said
down there stripping.
She had that stripper money put up in the bank. Ma'am, you did not have more money than Gordon. Gordon had more money than you. He was giving you money. He was giving you the money. He had the money. He lost all he had that I feel is because of you. And his family cut him off because of you. You don't see that? You don't see that?
We ain't gonna never get the truth out of her.
God.
Ever.
Never. But
the only time I've ever like really truly believed anything she had to say is when she told her sexual assault story.
Yes.
That's the only time I believed her.
Mm-hmm. And that's why
I take with a grain of salt.
Is that why her and her best friend fell apart?
It was not why they fell apart, but it was why she resents her and goes so hard on her whenever they have like the smallest argument.
Got it.
Because she still low key blames her for what happened.
So those types of things are conversations that need to be had. You harbor so much of that, and I don't even think they friend. No, I ain't seen that girl yet all season. Now, who is this new girl? Karen. Who is she? Karen. That's how you say her. That's Wendy's friend.
Call her Kay. Yeah, that's Wendy's friend.
Wendy's friend. Okay.
Well, she's friends with Wendy, Candace, and Javelle. But I feel like she's supposed to be closer to Wendy and Candace.
Okay. Got it.
But yeah.
I was like, who is this lady and where did she come from? Well, yeah.
She cute though.
She is cute. She can
feel her a little bit.
Her little confessional look cute with a little big ass bow. It's real cute. Yes.
All in all, I'm just waiting for this season to wrap up. I want them to shake up the cast, get rid of some people, bring in some new people, and whatever the same thing they're doing to Atlanta, they need to be doing.
They need to do it to Potomac because they're gonna lose. Anytime I've come up, it's not. Every time I've come across someone speaking about Potomac, new cast. No one's really watching. I mean, we watch because we do this content. That's the only reason I watch them. But I wouldn't watch them. I wouldn't. No. It's not. It doesn't do for me. Sorry.
Yeah.
At all. And then but hold on. But why they done gave the new Grand Dame sash and crown. And the way Candace walked off, she's like, I ain't got time for this shit.
Because it's cheap stunt that Giselle don't pull with some props. She bought it down at the Dollar Tree.
At the Dollar Tree. Party City.
Like for fucking what?
Right. What was all that for?
What was
just
the point?
No point. There was no point. It's just to be who she is and what she does, and obviously nothing. Nothing of substance. How about that? That's how I feel. It's nothing of substance. That was not necessary. Well, let's flip the page. You want to talk about Married to Medicine?
Let's talk about Married to Medicine.
What you got? So, I don't know if we discussed the trip to Hilton Head and Jackie and her husband finally showing up with Heavenly and Dr. Damon. That's his name, right? I said it right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Finally showing up. Sweet Pea having her little rant at the moment on Jackie because she was feeling some type of way. How they was talking about a woman coming to a hotel room to her husband. But yours, no situation is right. We shouldn't be talking about what somebody else could have been doing, should have been not been doing. You know, I think when it comes to Jackie's situation, in my eyes, it was way deeper because what her husband did, he did. And you just fresh starting in yours. So, you know, I don't feel like a lot of people understood and sympathized with Jack and her husband's situation, because I felt that shit. I felt because that had been a situation in life for me one time. So so I could understand why they didn't want to go, but then at the same time, Bravo, whoever planned this trip, it was a stunt just to try to boost ratings, get people to watch, and try to stir up drama in between the group. So,
I just with the hotel thing in regards to Sweet Tea, I just want to correct something.
okay.
So they were referencing when Greg was married to Quad.
Okay, I
he was
got
married
you.
to Quad, he had went to a hotel with another woman, that kind of stuff. But that was their situation, not with Sweet Tea.
Well, not with
The
Sweet
reason
Tea.
they brought it up with Sweet Tea because they were quote unquote joking and saying that Greg gonna take that woman from the hotel room years ago and bring her to the wedding. That was the insult.
Didn't he invite the stripper?
He did.
And she showed up, right?
No, she didn't.
Okay. So if I say, Lord, if that lady showed up.
That's bold, girl. That's
bold. Real bold.
Yeah. But what was I about to say? Oh, in regards to Jackie not wanting to go to Hilton Head because of Curtis's past affair, I just want to make something clear. It was not Simone's fault. Because we all know on these Bravo shows, especially the all-cast trips, Bravo is behind those locations and where they go and stuff like that. And it just has to be a cast member to bring it up, to make it seem like it's their trip, to make the show more organic or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
So it wasn't like Simone came up with the idea to go to Hilton Head or whatever. She was just doing her job that production gave her and introducing the trip or whatever. However, I do feel that once it was a known issue that the cast could have and should have all rallied together and stuck together and went to production and network, like, we need to go to a different location.
Right. We cannot do this.
Right. Like, it ain't got to be Hill. It could be Charleston.
It could be anywhere in South Carolina.
Wilmington. It could be just any other.
There.
Right. And I feel like that's probably what should have happened. I feel like if that all would have stood together, production would not have had any choice but to put them somewhere else.
I agree with you on that one.
I'm also upset with the network because by this being their 10th season, their 10th anniversary,
they should have gone somewhere.
They should have had an international trip.
Right. I was like, Hillhead, they're going to Hill.
Right. But that ain't anything special.
It's not. That's local. Take them somewhere else. Even Potomac went to the DR.
Nice. Right.
They could have taken them somewhere nice for 10 years. They could have really. Excuse me. They really could have. But they didn't. They left them local. Budget. I guess. But they look like they had a good time. They got along. They didn't have no issues on the boat, the yacht they got on. You know, the rest of the trip seemed like it was smooth sailing.
And that's boring.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. We don't want to watch these shows just to see everybody be kumbaya.
Get along, be nice.
We want to see conflict and resolution. We want to see you fight. And we want to see you make up. That's what we want to see.
It was just that
on a cast trip.
Right. They just did that one makeup, and that was when Sweet Tea came to talk to Jackie. Okay.
But did they really make up? Because I thought Jackie
not really.
For her.
Like Jackie said, that apology was for you.
And then when they spoke on the yacht, Jackie said, "I release you. I hope that you release me." I'm like, okay, y'all my fans, go ahead.
You heard right. Yo, the way Jackie was so calm when that girl was cursing, just say what you got to say, baby girl. Like, she was a church lady, honey. She was a church lady.
She is.
That's the voice that she gave. Real calm and real subtle. She said, "Oh, you're not going to bother me." Yeah.
I need to be like Jackie, honey.
I would love to be that way.
from your gut, I'm gonna hit back at you and everything I got. Like it's not
arsenal.
lethal.
I wanna be that calm. I wanna have her. I wanna have a mix of her, and I wanna have a mix of Phaedra. Because Phaedra's comebacks don't even be like cursing. She just got the best comeback, and she just be so calm with it. That's who I want. I want a Jackie. I want a Phaedra.
You don't watch the Traitors, do you?
I didn't need to watch trailers. I watched the clips on TikTok over and over and over again. I was like, yo, Phaedra? Phaedra.
You put Phaedra in the corner, she gonna eat your ass up, and I'd be living for it.
What? Man, she has some legendary.
Man. She told that man, this is not The Bachelor, and I'm not gonna kiss your ass for a rose.
And she said that. I said, oh, man. They picked the right one to be on that show. Phaedra would bring a show. Tell you something. I don't know how many. I wonder if this is the second season they did Traitors, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see the numbers on this one compared to last season.
It's got to be higher.
It's got to be.
The first season was great too. Like it was like rated very high. They don't want enemies. I just thought it's gonna keep getting better. If they do this casting right, it's gonna get better and better.
As long as they get the casting right, because if they don't.
Yeah. I would love, so season 1, they had reality stars and normal civilians mixed up together.
This one's just all
reality stars. But if they do like normal people together, I would love to try and be on that show. Like that's
I was thinking that. I was saying maybe they'll do one with just, our day-to-day folks.
Yeah.
Right.
Like as soon as I get word that they're gonna do that, I'm definitely gonna make a casting tape. I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Nate, I'm supporting. I'll hold the video camera just to make your tape for you. Okay.
Thank you.
And I watch it just for you. I can see you being a traitor. Then put you in as a traitor. You do good.
Compliment or not?
Not like that. I mean, I'm just saying you be able to hold face. You can do it. You can do it.
I can.
See? Don't do that. Don't. I know you can. But okay, let's get him back.
I'm just saying it felt like shade when you said it.
It was not shade. I'm just saying you be able to say it, like keep poker face, because you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can handle being in that position and being
for some money. Hell yeah.
Hey, see, it wasn't no shade. You're not a traitor. In reality.
Thank you. I'm very loyal.
Yes. All right. So back to Married to Medicine. Disco party, dinner. Now they back home. Mm-hmm. Boy, that dang on mid-gal heavily on the
It looked nice.
It looked very nice.
I would like to go.
I would love to go to a gala. I wouldn't mind going to that. And I ain't got no, I just want to be there dressed up.
Me too. But yeah, heavily calling out Toya for not paying in front of everybody.
How do you feel about how Toya was and how everybody else had done something and paid, but she felt that she bought the wine and they got it for free, that she shouldn't have to pay nothing?
Well, we all know Toya tagging. We all know she low-key broke, so it really didn't surprise me that she was going to try and get out of paying. But, it was just $1,000, girl. Even I could pay that.
Right, that's it. And then she's going to put her own picture up behind her wine. Like, you didn't pay for this.
Just ghetto.
Yeah. She really irks my nerves sometimes.
But anyway, she annoys me. Her speech, and she referred to Simone and not Dr. Simone.
Not Dr. Simone. And then Toya gonna holler out.
If Toya would have kept her mouth shut and not corrected Heavenly, I don't think Heavenly would have said nothing about Toya.
She would not have said a doggone thing, and I can agree with you on that 100%. I was like, why is she yelling and opening her mouth? This is a Met Gala. Have some class about yourself. Coof. Sis ain't got no coof.
No, that's at all.
No, cool.
You know
Oh,
he
yeah.
really be snapping. So as soon as you gonna call her out for making a mistake,
She gonna call you right.
Right. And she dropped that point home. She made sure everybody in that room
Everybody knew that.
I pay shit.
Right. So you just understood it. That's your wife. And you ain't want heavily speaking out on her. And I get that, but you should have came down like, babe, that wasn't appropriate at this time for you to be hollering out up there on the stage while she was speaking. Like, you shouldn't have did that. But as a husband, that's your way. You pull the other man aside to be like, hey, listen, you need to get your wife. He said, listen, I don't get that woman. I'm gonna let her say what she want to say. And that's what he said. Yeah. And that's how y'all know how she is, and you know how her husband is. He not gonna say nothing to his wife because that's his wife. Mm-hmm. He gonna have her back 100%, no matter if she right or wrong. He ain't gonna correct her, bros. I don't even know if he gonna correct them private shit.
What you doing over there? I hear your little bracelet clinking and shit.
I was wiping off the computer. I said, "Oh my God, so that." But okay. My bad. These braces. I was like, this thing is gonna be so loud, clink, clink, clinking. I thought about it earlier. I took all these bangles.
Where are you going today?
Well, where I went, I had to drop my kids off at school. That's what I did this morning. The only thing I do after I get off here is go pick places.
Your son ain't call you out for looking some kind of way?
No. So why? No, listen. I'm in the car on the phone with my sister, and she gonna ask, how your mama look today? He's like, she looks nice today. Well, thanks, son.
I told you, you look like a nun.
Oh, yeah, I look like a... That boy stay confident. That's my no limit soldier. That's my second born, okay? He gonna give it to me. He don't give a shit. He gonna say how he feel. He don't care. That's just how he is. He is his grandfather's child. He act like my dad. He act just like my dad. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe I should dress up in a muumuu. See how you gonna say something.
Well, please report back to me and let me know. I know.
I am not wearing no muumuu. I don't even own one of things. I have to go buy it. I told I was gonna put on a robe just to school and pick you up.
Get back to the show.
Okay.
Quad coming in and seeing Greg. I feel like Quad was very respectful.
She was
in her interactions and very pleasant
with everybody.
I didn't feel like she came in no type of way.
Now, at the beginning of the season, when they did the whole funeral thing, I think at that moment she wasn't the most pleasant. But I think after they did that Napa, she was pleasant. I felt she was. In this interaction she had with everybody, she was very pleasant. She wasn't nasty. She wasn't rude. You know, I think she did well. She looked nice. She looked good, honey. She looked really good. She said, I can't stay. I got another event to go to. I just wanted to stay. I just want to come by and speak. Now, we don't know who invited her, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, honey, when you're a member of the show, do you need an invitation?
You don't need no invitation. And I know she gonna come. She gonna be there. She just ain't been that stuff that y'all have had since Napa, but she gonna be at this last thing, y'all. And she gonna be at the reunion. I'm ready for the reunion. Apollo. Hey, get that man to come. Like, what's his purpose?
Sure.
What's he coming for?
Well, according to Heavily, Phaedra brought him as a surprise to everybody, except of course, you know, the Indiana producers and everybody, they knew he was coming. But nobody on the cast knew he was coming. And the reason that she gave, because they kept asking where he was at, especially pertaining to their son's birthday party. So she and her friends said, okay, y'all keep asking about him.
Well, I'm going to let y'all let him tell y'all.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Now, that's what Heavily had said. So we got to wait and see how it plays out, though.
I'm ready. I am ready. Look like Dr. Simone was getting real nasty towards Quad.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
Like, and he had to tell her, let Quad speak.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, because come on, sis. You coming from deep within there. That manly inside you got coming at. Slow down. You got to let her speak first. And then you don't feel it's right, then you say. It's called taking turns. See, these grown folks don't understand. I'm sorry, I did say that.
Yes.
Came dead with that.
Oh shit. Oh, it's so good to have you back. So I'm
Okay. So, because we only got a few more minutes. We only got a couple more minutes. All right.
got like 19 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Have you watched Bell Collective?
Have you watched the reunion of Love and Marriage?
So moving let's go over to Miami.
Let's move on. Because I haven't watched it, and I know your ass has not watched what you're supposed to watch. So we opposite of each other still. So when you watch the reunion, I'm just gonna watch the reunion of Bell Collective. How about that? Or do I need to watch the show?
Well, you know, Bell Collective one of my favorites. So I watched that whole
See,
thing.
I had already gotten up to the point of where, what is her name? Sanjay's mama. What's her name? Selena got at the party or function. Did she get cut?
So Gucci.
She cut so Gucci. Excuse me. I had it backwards. My bad. That's the last episode that I see.
So, you've got quite a while to go.
Yes or no? I just watched the reunion, and it looked real spicy because Sanjay and one of the twins was like having their conversation about their dad, and so Gucci. It was just a lot. So therefore, I will watch the reunion eventually.
Well, okay. When you watch that reunion, I'll watch Love and Marriage.
Okay. Well. Okay.
I'll say this. I will try my best to get through the reunion before next time we film.
And I will do the same.
Okay.
I will do the same. So, who do you want to hit next? We've got Beverly Hills and we got Miami. Let's go with Miami.
Okay.
So this was their last episode, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It broke my heart to see Gertie have to cut her hair. Oh my God. But let me tell you something. If don't nobody look good with no hair on their head, motherfucking Gertie look good as shit.
Gertie look bad as fuck with that.
Gertie can pull it off. And I understand a woman with, having long hair, it makes you feel a certain type of way. But a woman that has cut all her hair off, you got to be strong-willed and mentally to walk around like, because you're so used to, being not labeled per se, but society seeing women with long hair, and it makes you feel like, oh, I'm beautiful because I got long hair. I didn't have to I cut my hair off before I started these. And when I say I cut it off. I had a low cut. My hair was as low as yours. And at first, it was hard for me to embrace it because I was like, can I pull this off? Am I going to look good? I miss having my hair so I can run my hair through it, or, have it covering my face a certain type of way. But it takes a strong person to walk around cut like that. And I love my low cut. I ain't going to lie. I was fine. I was 6.
What made you decide to cut it?
Because I cut the perm out so I could start locks. I always wanted to do locks. But, being in college and, starting with a first job, my mom was like, don't do it. Wait. And I was like, okay. So I waited at least 2-3 years after I finished college. I had a job. It hadn't been my career yet, but I was working. And I cut all my hair off. I said, here's my journey. It's going to begin now. And 15 years later, I'm still here. So I love that she can embrace it. She looks hella fine. And I hope she sees what I'm saying, because she look good as shit. Okay.
Well, maybe we'll tag her in it.
I want to, because she look amazing. I want her to know, like, she looks so freaking good. They all look good that night for that function for Adriana. Adriana put on a show. She looked good up there. That song.
I did too. I like that more than her other songs she put out.
I don't know, but I gotta find it and I gotta put it on my list Because I like that song. Fire was cool, but this one right,
that's a bop.
That is a bop. I'm hoping that she gets the recognition that she needs for this one to be out where she wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she performed. She did perform well. She did the song well. I hate the fact that they were in this vicinity fussing at each other. Larsa.
Well, you know how I feel about Larsa.
I know you don't like
much
that.
I can say about that lady.
And I just like, first of all, let me break. Did you catch the side of Alexia's face?
What you mean?
She had a bruise right here. You ain't seen it?
I didn't catch that.
You got that makeup covered, but she had a nice little bruise right here. She may have fallen something, but that makeup did not cover that up that well.
I did not see that.
Mm-hmm. I kept looking. I was like, "Is that me? Is that my TV? My phone?" But I think sis got a little bruise marking. Now they just moved in to their new apartment. So maybe moving stuff, something could have fallen. Not saying that anything like happened, but I noticed that she had a mark on her face. So it may have been pertaining to that, but I don't know. To Larsa, she just don't get it, and then Lisa.
Oh, Lisa, get on my damn there.
Don't say just.
I'm over Lisa.
I'm over her, and I'm over Lars. Like every time I heard Marcus do their little podcast thing on, I scroll past it because I don't want to hear it. I really don't care.
Oh, did you hear that they allegedly broke up?
Okay, and then I allegedly heard that they got back together. So I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know if this is a publicity stunt for what. Well, who's got something going on there? Because I'm not interested. I'm sick of it. Okay. Now, let me say this. I heard a lot about the breakup, but I have not heard nothing. I've only heard one time something about them being back together. At this moment, it really don't matter to me. I don't know what they got going on, but when she was asked about, the dad Michael liking her, or he was in an interview and he said, he giggled. Well, he didn't even giggle. He laughed. Dude laughed. He said no. But when she's asked,
in real time, when this came out, I did, see like the breaking headlines that he said he didn't approve of. But if I remember correctly, it did come out like a week or two after that he was just joking and that it didn't get his sense of humor, that he didn't care about them being together or whatever.
Okay. So he doesn't care. Okay.
That's what I heard. Now, I don't know how that's going to play out on the show. I have a feeling that Lars is going to try to say that at the beginning, ain't nobody going to believe her. But I'm just saying that I heard that too, that he didn't mean it the way it came out.
Okay. So then what did he do? Oh, he was joking. Michael, you don't joke. We don't laugh at your jokes. You're not funny. Just saying.
I don't know what that means. I don't know if he's funny or not.
Have you ever seen that man tell a joke on any interview that I've seen?
Shayna, I ain't seen that man since Space Jam.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So I don't know if he's trying to joke or not.
It's Space Jam.
That's the last time I seen him.
And he wasn't that funny in Space Jam if you try to tell a joke. So anyways, moving on. Yes.
Let's head over to Beverly Hills real quick. We got about 2 minutes left.
War. It's a lot. Now the little soiree that Anna Marie had her house. Oh, magnificent. That was beautiful.
Really?
You didn't like it? I thought it was really nice. Like the setup.
I just thought it was interesting that she had like all this nice diamond jewelry and this cheap Harris Teeter champagne. I could go to the grocery store right now and get a bottle of Corbel.
Well, I'm just saying maybe she cut budget costs somewhere else. And that was that.
Wow.
Food.
Maybe I just thought like that. Like,
she just had all them diamond stuff. I wonder if anybody purchased anything.
Probably not. I'm sure if somebody had bought something, we would have seen them purchase it.
Maybe. But I just like the setup. The whole thing was nice. This hair is really driving me crazy. There you go. I thought the setup was really nice. The spread looked really nice to me. I thought it was nice. It was nice. I'm kind of her and Crystal's interaction is still weird.
I want to know what happened because in the finale, it said that her and Crystal have not spoken since the White Party.
Right.
I want to know what happened between them making up and getting along at the White Party to then how they found out and don't fuck each other no more.
Right. I wonder myself. I did read all the recaps. Kyle and let's just Kyle and Mauricio.
Kyle lying.
Like a mother cluck. Like, just tell the truth. Like, what is it that you're hiding? Like everyone else has said, we have put our lives out here. We have told all of our stories. Shit, hell, Erica Jane's stuff was way worse than what the fuck you're going through. Honestly, her stuff was out there, but you're hiding yourself, and it's not fair. And I understand everybody's frustration with it. Anybody that keeps their stuff a secret, but I'm letting my stuff show. You know, like what is it that you're hiding? Because I
always telling people to be open and honest,
right, but she can't be that way. Right. And when her and Mauricio were in the kitchen, he was like, well, at least it's not me cheating this time. What?
Because there's always something in the tabloids about Mauricio cheating, and now it's stuff in the tabloids about Kyle cheating. Right. That's why she was like, for once, it's not you. But the look on his face was like, he wasn't expecting that comeback. And I was like, I don't know why you let it. Because if you could talk about it, she could talk about it too.
Listen,
I said, yeah. But I said that she lying because she told, when she had that conversation with Erica, she would say that it wasn't one thing that led to them separating. It was like a bunch of little things that it added up over time. But in her professional, she said that Mauricio did do something that caused her to lose trust and she couldn't get over it. So which one is it? Is there one thing that happened or is there not? So
I caught that. I was like, honey, just what is it? Like, is it one thing or is it a plethora? Because I heard that. I was like, your math ain't mathing, sis. Your math is not mathing for me. Kind of broke my heart with I know that was the youngest child sitting next to her crying.
Yeah. And it's not like I don't wish well in the family. It's not like I'm reveling and seeing it don't fall apart and stuff. It's just shit. If you don't want to say what happened, then say that. Just say that that's something that you're keeping private to protect your family. But don't be bullshitting people though, because that's the same shit that you always call out season after season after season.
Right. One of her daughters sound just like her. Oh my gosh, she was talking. I said, she sound like her. I can't remember which child it is. I said, they sound the one that was sitting next to Mauricio. I said, she sound like her mama. Oh my God.
Alexia?
Was that Alexia or was that Porsha?
I don't know.
They got 4 girls.
That's a fourth one. I know. I was saying that's a fourth one in there. I can't even recall her name to save my life.
It's the older one. She's like 36.
No, I know Farrah. That's Farrah.
Okay, there's Farrah.
I know her.
There's Porsha. There's Alexis. Who's the other one?
That's the one I can't remember.
Oh, neither.
Poor baby.
Sorry, honey.
Oh, we sorry, baby. We just ain't seen you in a while.
Right. That's that part. And before she got off the confessional, she was like, they're not going to get back together. She really made it clear they're not going to be back together.
I don't think they is.
You done told the kids that we're going to try to work it out under one roof. And if it don't work out under one roof, we'll go to the next step. But in the confessional, you said, nope, you for sure. There's no coming back. So I'm ready for the reunion for these questions because I want to know what she's via text.
I can show you.
Please do.
I got the text.
Please send it.
It's long. I'm not going to read it on here because we ain't got that much time.
Right, we ain't got that much time. Or I'm about to say you can send it to me. But before you do that,
I'm gonna have to look for
it. Erica Jane's performance at the white party. I loved it.
I know. You remind me so much of like the high school talent shows I used to go to. It was real nice.
So not the high school talent.
The girl was lip syncing.
So was Amy.
Obvious lip syncing. Well,
I like the song though. I enjoyed the song. I enjoyed her performance. Whatever the case may be, she put on a performance.
She did put on a good performance.
Ready for her residency.
I give her credit. She did do a good performance.
She did. That's my girl.
She did.
Of her.
Did you see? So she had that one documentary out, The Housewife and the Hustler, and now there's a part 2 out.
Yes, I saw that. I have not watched it.
You saw it? Oh, okay. I gotta
watch it. Is it
and
good?
This is my conflicting feelings about Erica, because when I watched Erica just on Beverly Hills this season, I'm like, yes, she has redeemed herself. She's back to the old Erica we fell in love with. I'm really enjoying her. Like, we cool, all is forgiven. And then I watched that documentary. I'm like, you piece of shit. Oh, Lord. Because okay. Are you going to watch it?
Probably not. Go ahead and tell me.
There was, all alleged, there was this designer that she was working with for years. They was designing for costume stuff, both for the show and for her performances and everything. And she would just be like, oh, like, money's not object, just do what you got to do, whatever. And so they would just have fun, just creating stuff together. Like, it was a real great work relationship. All of a sudden, y'all got to watch the documentary. Long story short, she done set that man up. We got him arrested, trying to say that it was like credit card fraud or stuff like that. That she was not authorized to use her credit card to buy stuff.
What?
That man done lost people he had people in his family die while he was in jail trying to fight for his freedom.
Are you kidding me?
He's out now. And
but still,
charges have been dismissed and everything. But like, he went through a lot, all because she
lied,
wrongfully set him up so that she wouldn't have to pay the bills.
That's wild.
Allegedly. Okay, that's what the documentary said.
Don't put a bad taste in my mouth for Erica.
And then she met with some of the victims of Tom Girardi on the documentary and was like, you know what, I couldn't do this earlier because of this legal issues or whatever, but I really do like feel for y'all and help y'all. But then they said that after that, their dad not heard from her since then.
Oh, it's all talk.
So that's why I said I'm so conflicted with her, because we just watched her on Beverly Hills. Like, yeah, like I'm rooting for her. I'm like, yes, get your life back. I love this. But then I watched something like that in the documentary. It's like, you got some more punishment coming your way, bitch. Like,
oh, well, you know what? If she does, it's going to come. It's going to come. Not from us. It's going to come. She going to get it. Whatever she has done, it's going to come her way. Because karma is a bitch. Just
well, I'm watching.
It may not come now or when we want it, but it's going to come.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Shape or form.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy watching her on Beverly Hills stuff.
I did too. I like her.
I'm not saying don't like her. I'm just saying.
But she
got a side.
See, now I don't know. I'm being Karen. You girl. I don't know what to do.
Karen don't have the fence. She is the fence. That's what
that's what I'm saying. She is the fence. I didn't say she had the fence. She is the fence. You know, you got one leg on this side, you got one leg on that side. That's me right now. When it comes to her, when you just telling me about this documentary, I may sit and watch today.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
So we are out of time, unfortunately. But if y'all like what you've heard or seen and you want more, please be sure to like, subscribe, download, comment, all of the positive things. Queens on Queens is back for real this time, and we will be back next week.
Yes.
Take care.